Hey guys, how you doing? Hey, what's up guys? It's Marty here. Welcome back to another video. So, I look a little different, don't I? Yes guys, I finally cut my hair short. Not only that, but I shaved. I know a lot of you guys were asking me to do that for a very, 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 very long time. And I finally did it, and I finally got my hair cut, and, yeah, quite the, identity switch, huh? Anyway, guys, I've actually had this short hair for, I think, maybe 4 months now, so it actually hasn't, it's not that new of a thing for me, or anybody who knows me personally, but, yeah, guys, I just thought I'd do a quick 2018 review, because it is now 2019. Happy New Year to you guys. I hope 2019 is your guys' best year yet. So yeah, let's just hop right into this 2018 review. So, personally, 2018 was definitely my roughest year so far. A lot of, things went down, personal matters to my family and myself that I can't really share. But, it's been very tough, and I will say that. However, there have been many, memories and friends that I've made in, 2018, that I will be forever grateful for and that I will cherish and remember forever. So, let's start out this year review with, well, the first month of 2018, January. Well, the first month of every year is January, but you know what I mean. So, January 2018 it was kind of like a half good, half bad month. Like, there were a few good things that happened in January, and then there were a few bad things that happened in January for me. This was kind of when I was right in the middle of my whole trying to catch up and have like this ultimate comeback of because I was really, really, really far behind in all my classes at the beginning of January, and over break of 2017/2018, I spent like almost all my time doing homework. I did pretty much nothing but that. But guys, I was in a very tough spot at this time in 2018. I was failing almost all my classes. It wasn't exactly my fault I was failing all my classes, because I do have ADD. I think it's called attention deficit disorder or something like that. I don't know. But I do have the inattentive type, thus me not saying ADHD, it's ADD. Yeah, and this really limited me to what I was able to do, and I would just come home from school and just like say, you know, this is gonna be the day where I make my family proud and get a lot of homework done, and then it just wouldn't happen, you know. But yeah, that's pretty much where I was at this point. But then I started taking meds for my ADD, and it was just like a 180 turn around, and this is why January, half of January at least, was very good. After finals in the middle of January, again, it was a 180 turnaround. I was all of a sudden passing all my classes, A's and B's in every class for second semester. I didn't end so well off in every single class first semester, but I did have a pretty big comeback in most of them. But then starting out second semester, I started out very, very strong, and it continued to be that way for pretty much the whole second semester of sophomore year. I am a junior now, just in case any of you guys didn't know. But it's also around this time when I released the Psychopath short film. I'll show a little screenshot of that right here. Yep, there it is. But this short film was my first short film filming on this camera, and I just want to say I was so proud of this short film. I'm still proud of it to this day. I think Ender and Andrew did a great job on it. My acting wasn't great, but it never was. My main purpose is to direct it and film it and edit it, so like I don't focus on the acting aspect of it too much. I leave that to mainly Ender and Andrew because they are great at acting. But yeah, let's move on to February, shall we? So February, oh boy, I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. But obviously, February 14th, Valentine's Day, was the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School shooting. And February was kind of the month that opened my eyes to what's really going on in this country. I mean, I'd heard about all the other shootings, like the Las Vegas shooting, and that was obviously tragic. Hundreds of people were injured, about 50 people died, and I had heard about the Sandy Hook shooting, obviously, but I don't know, it was just something about the Marjory Stoneman Douglas shooting, and then I saw all the high school students standing up for what they believe in, and I realized, you know, I think I want to do this. I think I want to stand up for what I believe in. And then it so happened around that time, as the March for Our Lives was getting organized by these students, my synagogue, a few families in my synagogue donated money so that a small group of students from my synagogue could fly out to DC and participate in the March for Our Lives. Now, I saw this right when it came out, and I was like, you know, this is something I gotta do. And so, talked to my parents about it, and signed up, and I was able to do it, and I'm very glad. We're moving on to March kind of now. I don't think anything else really happened in February. If anything did, I'll come back to it. But yeah, moving on to March. March and the March. Well, first off, March is the month of my birthday. March 8th is my birthday. And then there's a week full of other birthdays. I'm pretty sure from like all the way from March 6th to March 12th, there's someone I know who has a birthday. But March 23rd, we flew out to DC. Ender had flown out separately because he's not exactly a member of my synagogue, but like he was part of the group, I guess, and flew out to DC and then participated in the March for Our Lives on March 24th, and this was so incredibly meaningful to me and to everyone else who participated in it, and it was a really great experience. Again, I wish it didn't have to come to that. I wish we could have like... I'm not gonna get too much into my political stances in this video because I want this to be a 2018 review, not like a political argument in the comments. But yeah, very meaningful. That happened, and then at the end of March, my iPhone SE decided to kill itself. So I got this Google Pixel, and that was a pretty major event because all the way up until then, I had been a huge Apple fan and pretty much hated anything that wasn't Apple. And I researched Android a little bit. I'm like, you know, this Google Pixel phone looks pretty cool. And Ender has the Nexus 6P, so he was like, you know, the Google Pixel's like a newer version of this. And I really liked his phone, so I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna try out the Google Pixel. And so I got it, and I'm very happy with it. It was a lot cheaper than an iPhone 2, which is great because my family is on a budget right now for reasons that I can't really talk about. But yeah, moving on to April. This was actually, I think, this might have been the beginning of April that I got the new phone. But then April, what else happened in April? Not much happened. I think it was around that time, I want to say, when I got my new laptop, my Dell Inspiron. It's a very fast laptop, and I can use it to edit and stuff. And again, it's very cheap for... Everything I buy is on a budget, just so you guys know. Like... It may appear that I'm like super rich and whatnot because I have a lot of stuff, but everything I buy is really on a budget, and I have to save up for months before I'm able to get this stuff. But yeah, May. I'm trying to think what happened in May. Obviously, there were a few videos that came out here and there every once in a while. Yeah, I guess so. May was just pretty generic month, school, stuff like that. And June was when summer began, obviously. And came out with that Try Not to Laugh challenge. We're talking pretty recent now. But came out with that Try Not to Laugh challenge. A lot of you guys liked it. And also, another thing that happened in the first week or so of summer, I went on a camping trip with Ender and his family. We had a great time. We climbed some sand dunes. And we also went to a very cool disc golf course. Saw a beautiful sunset, saw a really cool light show. I'll insert some footage as I'm saying these things if I can find footage from it. But yeah, this was such a great camping trip, and I enjoyed it as always. We go on a yearly camping trip with Ender and his family, just in case you guys didn't know. I think I might have mentioned that somewhere before, but I always have a great time. And yeah, at the end of June / beginning of July, actually I think this was like maybe 2 weeks into July, I went to my summer camp that I go to for Crohn's and colitis patients, and enjoyed it as always, had a great time, and this was definitely my best year at that camp so far. If anybody from camp is watching, hi, miss you guys. But yeah, then the rest of the months of summer were pretty, I guess, laid back. My family can't afford much at the moment, so we weren't able to go on vacation, really. We kind of just hung out, made some new friends, and, yeah, towards the end of summer, my aunt came out to visit. That was always fun. And then after that, band camp begun. And for those of you who don't know, I am on drumline. I'm in marching band. And drumline, I always enjoy it. Band camp is awesome. It was a little stressful at first because we had a lot of new freshmen on drumline because a lot of our seniors left. Well, yeah, that's kind of what seniors do. They leave. A lot of our members on drumline last year were seniors. I'd say a vast majority of them, actually. But, so they left, and it was a little difficult to get the drumline as good as we wanted. But we eventually did, and now drumline sounds the best we've ever sounded, in my opinion. So, good job, freshmen guys, if you're watching this, for learning so quickly. I'm proud of you guys. But then a few weeks into band camp, this is like 2 weeks into August or something like that, some friends of mine were peer pressuring me into cutting my hair short. And a few of them were friends on drumline, a few of them were friends from camp, and other stuff like that. But I realized, you know what? I think I'm ready for a change. And I asked around like a whole lot because, as you guys know, I have had long hair for the majority of, well, you don't know about the majority of my life, but I've had it for like almost all of my YouTube career up until this video. Actually, I've had long hair. I've actually had long hair since I was 5. That was inspired by me being a huge fan of the Beatles and wanting to keep the Beatles cut. It was getting too long anyway, and I wanted to cut it a little bit shorter, but then I realized, you know what? My hair grows really quickly, so even if I don't like this haircut, it will grow back, definitely. And so I was like, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna cut my hair short. And so I think this was actually about maybe a week or 2 into August. I don't know what I said before, but I cut my hair short. Here's a picture from when that happened. And then the rest of band camp happened, obviously. And then school began. Oh yeah, and in this and actually before band camp, one of my friends from California came out to visit. Had a great time with him as always. You know who you are if you're watching. You just recently came out to visit again as well. But hello, this is Marty voiceover edition from the future or past or present or whatever you want to call it. I completely forgot to mention while I was recording this video that this is also around the time when the Triple Dog Dare short film came out. Now, I'm obviously super proud of this short film as well, and Ender and Andrew did a great job acting, as always, and their improv was just absolutely hilarious, so I just had to add this into the video because this is definitely worth mentioning. So, yeah, okay, back to your regularly scheduled program. What? Okay, I'm just gonna stop now, bye. Yeah, moving on to September when school started. At the beginning of school, this was really, really good start to the school year for me. And then I was getting a little bit discouraged by something that happened with my family. Well, not something that happened with my family, but again, I can't go too far into details of what exactly happened, but we have had, especially over the past 8 months or so, we've had big financial struggles, and it's been really tough to get through them. And we've managed to get through our family. I mean, we're still in the middle of this, and a lot of stuff has gone down recently. Again, I can't talk about it, unfortunately, but I was starting to get a little bit discouraged because I was thinking, you know, I think this is just how it's gonna be, and I started to have a lot of self-doubt. And this knocked me into a very depressing stage. Yeah, it's knocked me into a very, 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 very depressing stage of my life. And, I mean, I think this was the most depressed I'd ever been, actually. Because I hated seeing my family so stressed, and, you know, this just caused a lot of stuff to happen, you know? And all the way until the end of October, I was very, very depressed. At the end of October, things started to look up for me. I can't exactly go into details on this one because I'm not sure, but things started to look up for me, and this kind of took me out of my super depressing stage. I mean, I've still been depressed on and off over the past, recently, you know, but, not too much, I'd say. I think it's been a lot better. Yeah, November, moving on to November, Thanksgiving, I had a wonderful... Oh, and I forgot to mention, I cannot believe I forgot to mention this, at the end of September, Drumline put on the best homecoming feature we have ever put on. I'll show a little clip from it right now. So yeah, that was some glow-in-the-dark drumline stuff. It's pretty cool if I do say so myself. And it was also around this time that I started to become, well, before we go there, I have been a huge Queen fan for all my life. I've been a huge rock fan for the majority of my life. But I watched the Bohemian Rhapsody movie with my friend, the Nightwing 35. I'm sure you remember him. But I watched the Bohemian Rhapsody movie with him, and I was like, wow, this band is more than I thought it was. I've always been a big Queen fan, but I got a Queen hoodie for Hanukkah from one of my relatives. Here's a picture of that. And yeah, it was just around this time that I started to become a really big Queen fan. I've been a Queen fan all my life. I mean, Bohemian Rhapsody's always been, for a very long time has been my favorite song of all time. But now I'm getting a lot more into their stuff, and I really want to see them and Adam Lambert live. Put on a great show, so I've seen and heard. But, yeah, guys, moving on. For Thanksgiving, I had a good Thanksgiving. I mean, actually, Thanksgiving itself was slightly stressful for, again, personal reasons. But, then I met up with a few of my friends from camp. You two know who you are. You guys are awesome. And we just had a whole lot of fun. And we also, again, I forgot to mention this, we also met up within the first few weeks of October. I can't believe I forgot to mention that. Oh my god, this is really not good. And had a pretty good Thanksgiving break. And then moving on to... What are we moving on to now? I'm kind of forgetting a little bit. Yeah, not much else happened in November that I remember. Moving on to December. December has been was a great month for me. I'm pretty sure the first few weeks of December were pretty normal. Nothing much happened within the first few weeks of December. And then the week before break, we did some Christmas concerts with symphonic band for the choir. Everyone in the choir and the band, y'all did great if you're watching this. And then moving on to break on Saturday, I went to see some lights that they put up at my local zoo. They do a light show every year. It's very fun. And moving on to the first week of break. The first few days were pretty chill. Nothing much happened. Then, I don't know if you can see it behind me. There is a Yamaha Stage Custom Birch drum set right there. It came in, and I just got this drum set, and oh my god. I love this drum set. This is a very recent thing that I just got this new drum set. I love it so much. It's only $600. Such a good price for such a good sounding drum set. I honestly think this is the best drum set you can get for the price. I think I've spent about 6 hours every day so far since then practicing. And then the day after I got the drum set, one of my, the same friend from California flew out, and we had a great time together. We had like one of those white elephant parties at one of my other friends' houses. And watched The Bird Box, a great movie. Enjoyed that very much so. And then the next day, we went out to see him again. We swam in his hotel pool and just kind of, enjoyed our lives for a little while. And then the next day, nothing really happened. Not that I'm aware of, at least. And then the next day after that is New Year's Eve, which was yesterday as I'm recording this. We went to a museum with my friend from California and some other friends. And, yeah, just had a great time at this museum. Again, I can't say the name of the museum or else I will be revealing where I live, and I don't want to do that. But, yeah, and then I went home, and we watched the ball drop. 3, 2, 1, Happy New Year! Whoopsies. Whoops, that was an accident. Nope, not at all. So, yeah, that's my year in review, guys. I mean, nothing. I mean, this was a good year, I guess. It wasn't my best year, but it was definitely a good year. It was very tough in many ways. But yeah, we got through it. Okay, my sister's watching Mean Girls upstairs. But anyway, guys, I just want to say, I want to end this video off by saying, I really hope you guys all have a wonderful 2019. Oh my god, I graduate in a year and a half. That's scary to think. But I hope you guys have a great 2019. I hope this is a happy and healthy year for you guys. And whatever you guys want to do with your life, whatever you guys want to achieve, quit putting it off and just do it, man. I sound like Shia LaBeouf now. Just do it. Okay, I'm gonna stop before this video gets any cringier. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thanks for a great 2018. You all have made such a difference in my life, and thanks for your continuous support on the channel and of me just in general. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a thumbs up. Here's to many more awesome years ahead. So yeah, thanks for watching, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Ouch. Okay. Ow, that really hurt. Ow. By the way, I'm in my basement, guys. I moved, like, my whole setup down here. So, like, ow. Okay. Alright, let's turn this off, and yay.